Lidl portable table saw by Parkside. Here's the box. It was about €70 and they were going fast. I had to go to a second store to get it. But anyway, these are the main parts you got first. Okay, first thing you'll want to know is how to raise and change the blade. I think if you see this here, you figured it out. Okay, this is just to tighten and loosen it. So I'm just going to give it a bit of loosen. That's how you change your angle. 15 degrees. Back to 0. Mine's not exactly on 0, but it's close enough. If you tighten it, it's just harder to move it. You want to tighten it when you're actually sawing. This is the change. I should show you this. There you go. That's it changing. This is to change the height of the blade. So it's loose. So it's kind of stiff to do. I have it loosened as far as I can to the left, so to have the blade up as high as possible. But I could do it right then. Try and bring it down. It takes a long time to. There we go. It's a bit looser. Change the height of it. See if you can notice. It's very slow moving, but that's good because it will get to a more precise height. Anyway, I'm just going to do as far as I can to the left for the max height. Push it over there. Tighten it. This piece will be next. Okay, it should slide along here. If it's very stiff, like mine was, you can do like I did, and a second, and put them with one hand. Get a pair of pliers, just bend this out a small bit. You can do it on either end. It'll make it, run a bit more smoothly. Not too much, you don't want to break it. Just mine was very tight, I couldn't push it side to side. This thing here, you loosen these, not too much. This thing slides out. As you see, I loosened it a bit too much. You could see the nut fell out. But that's alright. Basically, the nut runs inside here. You can also flip it on your side here and put it along this side so as to have a larger area. Personally, I'm taking it off. I'm going to take these two things out. Give me a second now. One sec. I'm going to leave it like this, just so I have the flat edge. Now to hold it in position, you should have packed in two of these. So what you want to do is, I have this one already off here. You're going to want to put this on, I'm going to better shot, the opposite side here, and put the bolt through. You can see I have these on, you loosen them, I have it on the opposite side as well. It's on either side here. Basically, if I loosen it, you can slide it, move it around. I could loosen it a bit more. What you want to make sure is, let's say I want a 120 cut. Yes, let me, roughly the 120. You want to make sure the opposite side is 120 as well. I want to tighten that before I use it. If I want, I can put this on. Personally, I don't want it. If I was to here, I'd measure here, which would be about 100. Now, the next thing I will show you is how to put safety on. I raised it up high, the blade. You don't need to. What you want to do is loosen this wing nut here. I have it loosened a bit, and then that mightn't be loose enough. Should slot into this here. Okay, it should slot in and then down and in, and it just tighten the wing nut. Well, I'll do it now. I have it tightened on here. It should just move up and down a small bit. If you pull it out, it'll end up coming off, but that's okay. It's only just to go high enough for the wood to slip underneath it. And this is for your dust to come out as well as at the back. Next off, I'll show you how to attach this into this. These two things these two rods here. They slip into the hole here and here. Now if you're having trouble putting them in, it is controlled by this thing. See the way the circle there doesn't line up? Raise it up and just put it in. It's kind of hard to see in this light, but you kind of get what I'm going for. Same with the opposite side. Jiggle it around. You'll eventually get them in. These come with supporting stands. So once it's in, there's adjustable legs. These are meant to be adjusted to the height of the table, so they'll come across level. Now, the one problem I have with this is it comes with this thing, which is fantastic for pushing the wood through. However, it generally latches on here. A sec. Here and here, like that. Looks perfect. However, this blocks it, so I'm probably going to move this somewhere else. I might tie a string to it and just hang it off somewhere down here. But yeah, other than that, we have this bit here, which you can slide in here, and this is used for angle cutting. The reason why I'm leaving this bit off is I am going to attach it onto there. Same with this, you loosen the nuts and you slide it in. This is kind of, there we go. I'll want to tighten this, and then I could adjust the angle here. Excuse me for the light. You can see 30 degrees, 15 degrees. Basically, you loosen this, you can change the angle of this. Make sure this doesn't get too close to the blade. Or, well, close to the blade, but make sure it doesn't hit the blade, obviously. You can move it back further. Want it further, move it closer, want it closer. You can also, let me lift it up, reverse it. If you wanted to cut something at this angle, make sure to tighten it before you're cutting. Okay, now last bit, well, two bits. I have this, which is a small L bracket that fits on the front here. So if you wanted to screw it into a table just to keep it steady, that's more for keeping it in one place. I'd recommend it so it wouldn't slip when you're using it. Obviously I'm not going to put it into a freezer, but you get the idea. One more thing, these, I'm going to be honest with you, I have no idea what these are for. If you know, let me know. These two pieces that, to be honest, they don't really seem extremely important, but if you know, let me know what they're for. There's also these, which are extremely important. There's two of them here. I have them taped together. They are for changing the blade. This is the bottom of the machine. As you can see here, I have it on its side. So if you want, you open these two nuts and then you loosen the blade. The one good thing the manual is actually good for is showing you this. Everything else about this manual is useless. I am going to tie these together and tape them onto the bottom or onto the side or somewhere, just so I know where they are when I actually need them. Other than that though, that's pretty much everything. Taped on here, which you can kind of see, wrapped around it. Also the two pieces coming out of this bit, I just put here and here, just if I need them in the future. They were empty holes. Let's have a little test run. Just something simple. I was clipping off that while I was slowing down. I should have gloves on as well while I'm doing this. But it's just for the video. Not the straightest line. I mightn't have this lined up properly, but that's an easy fix. I suppose while I'm at it, let's try an angle. I know it won't be exactly straight, but let's give it a go. Okay, you tighten it now. This is the one thing I kind of wish slid up a bit better when you were pushing it in. So, other than that, fasten it back on. Granted, I'm probably going to use this a bit more and have gloves to be a bit more careful when I'm not doing it on camera, but it's kind of hard with one arm. But as you can see, nice little corner. See this? Probably hit off the blade a bit, but you can't tell me that's not handy. One caveat of this is it has a max cut of 48mm, which is just enough for me as and 45mm at a 45-degree angle. Why is that important for me? I'm using these boards here. They're scaffolding boards, which are exactly 45mm, so just what I need. So keep that in mind if you're getting it. And other than that, goodbye.